It is up, everyone. This is Captain Eon speaking, and I'd like to share from chapter 31, verses 14, 16, 18, as well as chapter 32, verse 17, all around the idea of the world below. I have, for reasons I won't get into, found myself with a peculiar fascination with the land of the dead. Now, from my understanding, this is a place that is separate or different from Sheol or hell, as I understand it. What I'm referring to is, well, before I get into the specifics, because the term, land of the dead, I believe is a common one. But the question I pose is two-part. What is this place exactly? And does it actually still exist? And I'll get into what I mean by still in a minute. So, elaborating on this idea of the land of the dead, and when I said it's different from hell or Sheol, I'm using the examples found, first of all, in the text I just mentioned, when it's speaking of the world below. I believe this is the same place that Samuel was. And again, Samuel had passed on from this life, but was in some other subterranean world, possibly this world below, where he was able to be summoned by the person that Saul had gotten to do the task. I also use references with possibly the rich man and Lazarus. Maybe that might not be a good example, but even in the New Testament, you have Paul talking about different levels of the heavens. Even God himself went down into this world below and confronted the enemy and took back whatever dominion this place, this thing that occurs at death, had over mankind. Again, this is not based on anything but, my personal level of understanding at this point. But clearly, there is a place described as the world below. Today's treatment being an example of God making that known. That leads me to my first question. What is this place exactly? Could it be that, this whole thing that's in Catholicism where they talk about the purgatory, and let me just be clear on this, that I'm not advocating this theory, because in my opinion, this is some construct by a man-made organization in order to take people's money. Because from my understanding, that people had to pay, the Roman Catholic organization, and when they got to a certain amount, that would kind of buy people's freedom or get them into heaven from this place. I'm not really talking about that, but what I've seen in my very limited experience is that sometimes, or most of the times, there's a bit of truth in everything. Now, 99% of the truth is 100% lie all the time. But that doesn't negate the fact that it's some truth in there. And this is kind of what my thinking is revolving around. These references, when lined up to what God is actually saying about this world below. Regardless, though, everybody and everything is under God. So I conclude that you can either find yourself one of two places: underground or under his throne, waiting for that glorious resurrection day. Caption this. I just want to be able to praise God wherever I'm at. Sir.